Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Alicia. Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison and today we are playing Nancy Drew the Silent Spy pre-order edition. I did the intro multiple times thinking I messed up. I don't know what's going on in my mind space right now. Today has been off. This week has been off. I should say this past week. I want to apologize about last week. I really did want to upload videos, but I knew I wouldn't be able to with what was going on. I really do want to set up a gaming vlog, or at least a vlog at some point to explain what is going on. I know my laziness though. My motivation is not very good at the moment right now when it comes to vlogging, so I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Anyway, you probably heard me say pre-order edition, so let me explain what that means. With Her Interactive, they don't really label their special games. They mark it as pre-orders, because that is basically when you can only get the special games, the special editions, during the pre-orders. Basically, once the game is publicly released, you can no longer get the special edition game. It's basically impossible. Unless you actually know someone within Her Interactive, and I doubt that works. That is my personal opinion though. So the special edition, it all really depends if Nancy has a cell phone in the game, because everything for the special edition is on that cell phone. For instance, phone charms, random texts from Ned Nickerson, who is her boyfriend, or as I like to call, romantic friend. The relationship between them is a pet peeve of mine, and it's basically because of the book series of the same name, Nancy Drew. Anywho, what else is on the phone for the special edition are did I say mini games? I don't think I did, and if so, there's mini games. Sometimes there's a side story. I don't know if that is part of the pre-order edition or not, but the side stories are always my favorite part of the Nancy Drew games, and it's usually with Nancy's friends. And Nancy's friends are usually either on her phone or in person. Let me give you a list of who those friends are. Marvin and George Fane, those two are cousins. Frank and Joe Hardy, they're the Hardy brothers. There's also a book series on them, the Hardy Boys, as well as Ned Nickerson. Ned is often paired off with someone else when it comes to phone pals. So there are actually a few things that I want to note, only because there are some new features to the interface that was added in the previous game, Ghost of Thornton Hall number 28. That is part of this game, as well as the continued games after this one. For instance, there's this fast convo. I'm going to show you once we're in the game, because it's best to explain it that way. There is also, I can actually show you in the awards room, which by the way I managed to get off screen. Actually no, not off screen, sorry. I did a special video on this actually, in case you ever want to find out. Also, I forgot to mention, those phone charms actually give you an achievement in the awards room. I think that's awesome. And personally, I love the awards room. It's a great idea, especially since they actually get to design the actual trophies. That is pure genius. Thank you, Her Interactive. I love it, because they actually get to figure out what those trophies will look like, especially the phone charm achievement. And it's often different because of the theme of the game. Now, since the theme is Scotland, the achievement is Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Booyah! Alright, so the second feature I was trying to tell you is the hint system. The hint system is actually connected to the spoiler-free achievement. There is actually a chance that I might have already ruined that achievement, just because I might have clicked on one of the hints in an earlier video. I'm not going to check because that's going to take a lot of work to do, and actually, you know what, considering what I do in my spare time, I probably do have the time to check. I'm just too lazy to do it. Alright, so what's left of the achievements is also Treasure Hunter, which is basically the sparkly bits that we've been finding around the game. And then there's the Trivia Tamer, which we will be getting at the end of the game. I'm not gonna talk about the other achievements because it will spoil things. There are the outtakes, and the outtakes, it actually varies on whoever is playing it, to be honest. I don't think it pertains to the special edition or not. the people I've talked to about it, in my opinion, I don't know if it's true or not, I think the outtakes matter by how much achievements you've gotten in the game. Because I do remember one time completing a specific game, because I remember seeing only a certain amount of bloopers, and then a couple years later, I played it again and got a whole bunch more achievements than I thought, and I saw more bloopers. I'm like, wait, I never saw this blooper before. What is this? And I even saw a video on YouTube. Thank you, Argopump, Michael Gray. Oh right, he changed his YouTube name. It's the Nancy Drew Dude. Thank you, Nancy Drew Dude. He has basically every single video for Nancy Drew, basically. I'm not gonna do what he does, but I am gonna try at least. Once I have all of the games up. By the way, that reminds me, I almost forgot. When you start a new game, there are 2 profiles that you can choose from. Amateur Sleuth and Master Sleuth. Ugh. So, Amateur Sleuth has regular puzzles, hints available, and a detailed task list. I will show you what the hints refer to. And on Master Sleuth, you get more challenging puzzles, no hints, basic task list. And the basic task list, in my opinion, is basically no task list whatsoever. That includes the no hints. Do you get my drift? And me, I need my task list. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm doing, especially if I'm taking breaks from the game. When I get back into the game, I'm gonna have no idea what I'm doing. So that is why I am thinking that I probably will do the Master Sleuth, probably only in streaming mode, once I am done with all of the games on the channel. And that includes Tomb of the Lost Queen, everyone. I am sorry that I have not finished that. I have not opened my contact source that I use to communicate with Wolf. Oh my gosh, it is driving me insane. Anyway, I bet you are wondering what is going on with the Silent Spy, and that also reminds me, if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please check the description box below. There's 2 links that you can check. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew, the Silent Spy, and I am spitting everywhere. Oi! Oh man. Okay, let's load it up. Scientist? Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, we got so much progress done in the previous video. Oh my gosh. Right. Right. So, I gotta mention, recording this now, I have not uploaded the previous video yet, so I'm kind of out of it with it during this recording. Okay, so we still need to open the lockbox in order to save.
Yet. Did that.
We did break the Jabberwocky code. Oh, now we can look at it. Okay. Alright, figure out the secret of the letters Mom's
Check.
spray painted. Yes, we did. We still need to finish that.
Check.
We did listen to the record. We need to contact the scientist, which we will find out in a second. So, when we listened to our mom's recording, our mom is Kate Drew, she said, pay attention to Jabberwocky, my son, or something like that. Take the first green, which is Toves, the second orange, Gyre, the third purple, 1, 2, 3, Catch. So, I'm confused about that. I don't even know how Nancy figured that out. But hey. Anyway, the message was, type in caretakers at cabin computer for scientist number. Right. Ah! So, we can use our own keyboard or we can use our mouse to spell out caretakers. Whoops.
That's the scientist's number. I think I need to warn him about what's going on.
I really don't want to. I really don't want to, actually. Considering what will happen. But we do have to, considering it continues the plot of the game. The scientist is gathering his research materials and his family for the transfer to Location X. He's been given a dedicated burner mobile with the number 020-7946-0837. I wonder if that's a real number. Yo, people in Scotland, use this number and let me know if it's real. That would be awesome. In the event that he must be warned to flee, state your name followed by the phrase calling for Archimedes, followed by any directions he will need. If the colony operation is ever threatening to surface again, he must be warned to move his family and, more importantly, his data. Data. I forgot which one it was I'm supposed to say. In the event of a release of the colony formula, he must be transported along with his data to a secure lab and given the tools to treat the city's population. His data must stay safe, and so must he. I forgot. How was the character's name pronounced in Star Trek? That's the pronunciation we're supposed to avoid. Alright, so we have to contact the scientist, unfortunately. This pisses me off.
This is Nancy, calling for Archimedes.
They're going to come for me again, aren't they?
Maybe. I don't know. Can you tell me why you're so important to them?
You know what? Yeah, I'm not living in fear again. I have a family.
Just stay calm. Explain how I can help.
Help? You can't help. You'll be lucky to stay alive. You know who I am? I am a biochemist who made the wrong thread.
Yikes.
And fast forward a year, and I'm over my head. These creeps are leveraging my family against me, so I'll make this formula for them and vaccines.
Why did you say yes?
Because I care about my family more than I care about a world of strangers.
Did Revenant threaten your family?
Took them until I cooperated. Your mother put us into hiding.
Why were they after you? What were they looking for?
Because I understand the colony virus, the process to tweak that bug until they were satisfied. I'm the only one who knows that...
I will do everything I can to keep you safe, but you have to work with me.
No, it's too late. I'm running. I'm not hiding that from them anymore. They want my work, they can have it. I'll leave it for them to find. You won't find me or anyone else at this number again.
Wow. Okay. Nancy interrupted him right when he was about to say it. And in all honesty, I don't know if she should have interrupted him or not. And I'm just saying that because, well, you're about to find out. I'm not going to say it. Can we call Ned?
Nancy, what's up?
Yeah, doesn't really matter. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ugh. Okay, so did you see those arrows? If it's lit up, that means you can actually skip the dialogue that you're currently on. Whether it's Nancy or the person she's talking to, you can skip it whether you want to or not. Or, well, whether you want to or not. I'm turning it off because we're still on the story. I probably will use it if I ever stream this game, which I probably will if I'm going to do Master Sleuth. I am going to call Carson just because of what I'm going to be talking about in review time.
Do you know about hiding information in playing cards?
Yeah, your mother loves stuff like that.
Really?
Oh yeah, she was always into weird codes and games. She'd hide notes from me and you everywhere, remember?
Of course.
She taught me how to use cards. They're tough to make, but pretty cool. Did you find some cards?
Yes.
Did you soak them? If you haven't, you need to. They'll open up if you leave them in water for a bit.
Do you know what the formula is that people keep talking about here?
I assume they're talking about the chemical formula that was going to be used in the attack.
What's so important about it?
I don't entirely understand it, to be perfectly honest. But the thing that really got your mother interested was the fact that it wasn't supposed to be a deadly attack. Which was great, but the why kept nagging at her. She was afraid that this was a test run for something that could potentially be done on a global scale.
Why?
I don't want to know. You see, it's things like this that make me want to keep you away from these people.
Shouldn't you want me to fight?
No, I want people with helicopters and the like to fight this. Not my daughter. Not yet, at least. Live a little longer before making that sort of decision. Although as your father, I can't recommend a career in the library sciences strongly enough.
You want me to be a librarian?
Maybe. They're the world's unsung heroes, and they rarely explode or get kidnapped. Although I'm sure you'd find a way.
If she's lucky, she'll end up becoming a librarian like Noah Weil. Dude, I love that series.
Talk to you
The
later.
Librarian. I want to get back into that. I have the trilogy. I need to find this. I need to find the seasons that I missed on the show, on the TV show. Jeez, does the TV show even exist anymore? Oh man, I missed that show. Gosh dang. Okay, so the hint system. See these question marks? These are the ones that, actually, you know what? Let me save here. Okay, so when you click on the hint bubble, find the missing ace from the deck. I'm actually not going to click on this, even though I really want to, because I kind of, I mean, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do, but I do remember a certain scene that happens in the game that causes us to find the missing ace. So I'm not going to save. Load this. And voila. I am going to... Memory! Flashback!
Now, come and sit. Let's practice.
I'm sorry. I just can't.
Like mother, like daughter, I say. Well, too bad. You're doing it. Did you know I wrote this song?
No.
I did. That's why I wanted to teach it to you. These aren't just notes. There's something hidden in the music. These notes here, they represent you. They find their way into every song I play. This phrase, this is your father.
Are you in the song?
Somewhere, but it's not important. You and your dad are all I can hear when I sit down to play.
Not important,
Why
my
are you
ass.
leaving?
Oh, you have no idea how much I want to tell you why, but I honestly can't.
Why not?
Just know this. If you knew, you would understand.
Are you coming back?
I really don't know.
That's not a fair thing to say.
Trust me, kiddo. I know.
She's so pretty. It's just so frustrating they chose Lonnie. I understand why, just frustrating.
All right.
Hi.
I'll
Not
let you
asking
go.
you that.
Goodbye.
I am avoiding Revenant with everyone just because it's supposed to be somewhat of a side story. Even though it is important to the story. Oh!
Wouldn't you like to know what Kate's last minutes were like? What her last thoughts were? Did she have something she wanted to say to you? This is your final test. Give us the number of the scientist.
No!
What?
Enter it now.
No, I would never give that to you.
You have failed the test. Shame. Now you will never know. This presents only an inconvenience for us. Nancy, are you listening?
I will do everything I can to keep you safe, but you have to work with me.
No, it's too late. I'm running. I'm not hiding that from them anymore. They want my work, they can have it.
Uh-oh.
You were listening in? But how?
They copied your phone, dum-dum.
You will not survive.
You know, that voice... You can disguise it all you want, but that voice does sound somewhat familiar. Oh, why did I do that? I'm going to Nancy's room.
What happened?
Nancy. Whoa, 5 points for living like a rock star.
F you!
This wasn't me.
You've got a strange dot on your... Run! To the elevator!
I don't like that sound.
What's going on?
Oh, hi. What, I can't spy on his desk? Whatever.
Ewan, what happened? This is going to be bad.
And it's going to hurt.
Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh!
Are you okay?
Stop being weird and
What
answer.
happened?
2 men came in. They tied me up. They were looking for something.
What?
I have no idea. I'm so happy to see you.
Get less happy.
Why?
Someone ransacked my room. And some gunfire might have been involved.
At least
I don't
you're safe.
believe that for a
For the
second.
moment. It's time for you to leave.
No.
I'm setting it up. You're leaving. I won't take no for an answer.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Well, if that's the case, we need to hurry.
Wow, they clean up quickly here. Still, I should see if any clues were left behind.
Or if they were taken.
The cards are gone.
Yeah.
Is this a laser pointer? Does that mean that attack was staged?
Yup. Alright, well, I am not sure what is going on, but I think Ewan has some explaining to do. But considering how long we've been recording, this is actually a good place to stop. I am not going to save it here, because that would ruin our freaking thing. Our freaking spoiler-free achievement. Can't do a question mark. Alrighty. And we are at a he. Save again so I don't make a mistake. There we go. Alright, so I really do want to do a review time so I can explain what was going on with Nancy and her dad in that conversation. The fact that I've recorded for so long, I don't think I can. So I think all I'm going to say for our review is that all the games that Her Interactive make for Nancy Drew are based on books from the book series Nancy Drew. So The Silent Spy is based off the book Clue of the Whistling Bagpipes. They do try to make sure that the games are similar to the books, but there are cases like Captive Curse where there are hardly anything alike. I need to read Captive Witness to find out what the similarities are for Captive Curse, because the only thing I remember what the similarities are for that one is that they're set in Germany. But for Silent Spy, Nancy actually gets to play a bagpipe, she travels to Scotland, her dad is involved. Oh wait! The shooting! Yeah! No, there is something in common! The shooting! Wow! I forgot about the shooting! There was a shooting in the book, if I'm correct. Frick, I need to reread the book! Yikes. Okay. Well, gosh freaking dang it. But I do know the plot of the book. It's basically Nancy and her dad traveled to Scotland, and he actually supports her in basically everything. Almost everything. And they're in Scotland because Nancy is supposed to be inheriting a brooch from her great-grandma, but her great-grandma, quote-unquote, misplaced it. So throughout the book, she's trying to find what happened to the brooch. Meanwhile, she's also trying to find a couple of other things that are kind of intertwined with that brooch, at the same time not entwined with it. You know, at some point she's like, what the heck is going on? A lot of really scary scenarios and situations happen for Nancy's perspective. I'm really glad that Her Interactive did not use those events in the game, because those really can scare a person's psyche. And I'm gonna spell that out so you understand what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, it's scary. Alright, so I've been talking quite a bit. I gotta get going, everyone. I love you all so much. I'm betting my timer on my iPad is going off. I hope I helped you out at least a little bit. If not, I am not doing my job. And I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nancy Drew, The Silent Spy. Bink. We have like 2 more videos. Yep, there goes the timer. And on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button to make that beautiful gray, as well as the bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, rarely Fridays. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit's Fun World, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! My little pony, wah 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 wah.